Hello everyone and welcome to One Shente. My name is Theo Chaka and I'm the host of today's episode of the show. What are we talking about today is your question. This thing that we're talking about today will definitely interest you. Remember, we're having the fourth seat reserved for you. So the simplest thing to do is simply commenting below. Go down there, comment, send your thoughts and talk to us. Answer the questions that I'm going to be posing to all these people that I'm going to be sitting with today on the show. And then we can hear from you what you think about relationships. For the longest time, people have been having thoughts about relationships, but all these thoughts were based on, I don't know, nothing. So I'm going to be sitting down with a panel of friends and we're going to be discussing this. So do join us on this journey. We are live at Pheli, coming through from ZoZo Cafee. Do join us and let us have a good one for today. This is One Shente. I'm Theo Chaka. Don't forget to subscribe and like and comment on the channel. Welcome to the show. Today we are talking about relationships, as you've heard from the first link. So right now I'm sitting with my friends. All the stars are closer and they're gonna be helping us go through this topic. I'm joined by Lina, the lady, and Mpho, the guy. So friends, let's get into it. Are you guys good? Before we get in, are you guys good?
Yeah, I'm well. How are you?
I'm excited. Lee, are you good?
I'm pretty amazing and I'm excited and I'm ready for this.
You sounded like one of those girls.
This is my expertise.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah.
Oh, so okay.
Yes.
So
She's really amazing in this.
Oh, right.
So guys, we're talking about relationships, right? So the first question would be, what is relationship in your own opinion? How do you define a relationship? A romantic relationship, to be specific.
Can I kick it off?
Yeah, you can. I'm always thinking about it.
Okay, then for me, a relationship should be something that one looks at and sees a place of refuge, a place of peace, you know. With all of this chaos, especially happening around the world, with our families and friends and everyone just backstabbing, basically everybody messing with our emotions, you having a partner and say that you're in a relationship with them, that part of your life should be an easy breeze.
Okay.
You should have a best friend in a relationship. You should have an advisor in a relationship.
Okay.
And if you have more problems than what you're already going through with your life in that relationship, then that's not what you should be doing with your life. So for me, that is it. A relationship, I can call it peace in one word.
Oh, peace in one word.
Yes.
Do you call it peace in one word as well?
Can I Google a better answer than that? Because I can't better that. But
you can Google a better answer than that. So.
Yeah, I'll try.
Okay,
I'll try.
Google the better answer.
Okay, in my opinion, yeah, a relationship as like she said, that is where you find refugee in. Okay. I agree with that. It's where you should be challenged to do better. You know, it's where you should be corrected, because as people we come as individuals. We were raised differently. So when we are in a relationship, there are some things that we have to learn to compromise. You know, understand that when I say a certain thing in this way, I might hurt this person. You understand? Understanding each other. Finding common grounds and most of the things. So yeah. Adding on to what she said.
The reason I'm asking this question is mainly because I feel like for the longest time, people get in relationship, but they don't know what relationship is. And because we don't know what it is, we don't know how to behave, we just do things that we see people do, and we just have ideas about what relationship could be. So that's why I had to ask that question. But now, getting deeper into this conversation, if you found yourself, this is very funny at the same time, and it's worrying, but it happens a lot. Especially in the past, people have babies out of this. So question is, my friends, if you find that your partner is your relative, either your brother or your sister, what would you do?
Okay, for me, first of all, how would I have a brother and not even know it?
It's a relative. Like sometimes you literally bump into people and you date for years and they say, okay, I am actually, my uncle is James, and James to you is somebody related somehow. These things happen.
Yes, yes. That honestly, I don't want to get too deep into our parents failing us in terms of our family history and our family trees, because that's just another conversation altogether. But just to answer it from on the surface point of view, finding out that the person I'm with is a relative. For me, I would start by looking at how distant the relation is.
Okay.
If it is nothing that would hurt or harm anybody, hey, I'm going through with it.
Oh.
If I've been happy the whole time, I am going through with that.
But you can
Family
wait a
can wait.
second.
It's their own fault for not introducing us to the rest of the family.
I echo the same sentiments, yeah. Because there's a saying,
Ah, there we go.
understand? So if I love this person and I see that it will affect us in no way, it won't disturb anything. Even if you cousin, but it can't disturb anything more family and stuff. So
you're not gonna pay lobola.
We should.
Oh, you should. So like you just pay back the money.
That's what it should be. I mean, we should not take away our sense of Africanism, even though we may be engaging in what I don't want to use as I don't want to call incest. But even though we are engaging in that, in terms of marriage practices and whatnot, those things should still be adhered to. So yes.
Okay, I like that. But here's my other thing. Would you date somebody younger as a queen? As a lady yourself, would you date somebody younger? And as a king, would you date somebody older than you?
Okay.
And we're not talking about maybe 1 year difference. 1 year difference is not that much.
Oh.
Maybe or something from 3 years and above. Would you date somebody older than you as a guy, and would you date somebody younger than you as a lady?
I'm gonna allow her to kick it off.
Okay, I would, and I want to.
Okay.
It's something, it's something. So don't worry. I've always, wanting to try it out. I understand, because I've dated people who are older than me, but got 1 year, 2 years, and like that. So
same was improvement myself.
Oh, okay. So I'd love it. Maybe she's maybe 7 years older than me.
Oh yeah.
Those ones that are very mature and responsible also.
Lee.
Okay, in light of what he's saying that those ones are very responsible and very matured.
Okay.
For me as a woman, in that level of thinking, that level of maturity, to find a guy who is not intellectually on my level, a guy who has not yet gone through things, I think it's going to be difficult for us to be in alignment in terms of our relationship, in terms of us getting along and understanding each other, because I've gone through things that he has not yet gone through. And with me imposing my experiences, I don't want to use the word imposing because that
imposing your will.
It sounds like a bit of bullying there, but then for lack of a better word, I'll just say imposing and sharing my experiences and doing things according to what I know, what I've learned, and what I've been through. A younger guy who has not been through all of that will see that as controlling. A younger guy will see that as, hey, I still have my own life to live. I'm still young, so allow me to do that. And if I'm with you and you still feel that you are not ready to be in a relationship with someone of my age because you have not gone through what I've gone through, it's going to cause a lot of conflict. I mean, it may be nice for starters, for the first couple of months, for a lot of reasons, like the energy, the stamina.
That's
in terms of the deeper things.
Going back to the torch.
I can only hope, going back to the torch.
Okay.
In that regard, I can only hope that the younger guy that I'm with is very mature and understands things, because we also should go back to the fact that age does not define maturity. Experience does. So for me, I would say yes and no. Yes, given the fact that the person can more, but if you're a young person and I see that you still have a lot of growing up to do, I'm just going to save the both of us and not even entertain the whole idea of being in a relationship.
So I think age does not matter, but what matters is how matured are you and how responsible are
that's very nice, Mpho. But my question to you, Mpho, is aren't you a bit worried that if you find somebody older, they wouldn't really consider you to be the material? They could just be considering you for the torch. or for the energy, but not really for a long-term thing?
No, I think it really depends on an individual.
Okay.
What is it that she really wants?
Yes.
You understand? If she wants something it's serious, I think in a relationship we are serious. We sit down, we talk things, and we do things this way, this is how we do things, this is how we don't do things. But if I'm gonna feel like she's just using me for this, basically, so I'm not for that. I'm not in for that.
Okay, let's get into this one. I feel like for the longest time we see hashtags trend on social media. Men are trash, men are dogs, and some funny hashtags that people don't like hearing is women are snakes. But from both of y'all, do you think that these hashtags are true? And if not, why do you think they're not true? And if you think they're true, why do you think they're true? Men are trash. You, my friend.
Do you think I'm gonna agree to that men are trash?
If you disagree, fine. Why do you disagree?
And I don't think she's going to agree to women are snakes.
The thing is, why do you disagree with that men are trash?
People are trash. We can't say men are trash, guys. We can't do that. We can't do that because the same way I can hurt a lady, maybe Kimodala and all, the same way she can do that to me. So to say men are trash, it's something. And I believe that there's power in the tongue. So if you're saying men are trash,
your man will be trash. Amen. So
amen to that.
Women are snakes?
Yes.
Oh.
I would say.
Because even in the garden. That's the same scenario.
Let's not even take it to the biblical era of the apple and whatnot. We know we were wrong. We know that we are being punished. That is why Pula Inabiana, because we ate the apple, That's why we have cyclones. But then getting into the realness of things though, this thing is very deep, so deep that people are not woke enough to actually see that some of the things they go through are things that to a certain extent they are also allowing themselves to go through it. Now, getting into the psychology of a human being, I'm afraid with every question you ask, I'm gonna have to dig deeper,
Dig deeper.
We can't say that men are trash. We can't say that women are snakes. But let me address men are trash first.
Look at the trash.
People go through things. Let me just say men. Okay. Men go through things. Men as children are taught to deal with things a certain way, to address things a certain way. Like this one here in particular. Those kinds of things are what we are now dealing with. This is the aftermath of it. Men have not spoken. Men have been bothered, but they have been quiet. And
they're called sheep.
And they're holding on to the anger that is boiling and brewing within them. And now they're taking it out on the queens. And now, as a queen, seeing that you are with this type of person, it's not your responsibility to fix them.
Oh my.
It's not your responsibility to wait for them to change. It's not your responsibility to even try and change them, because a person will not change. They will change when they feel the need to. And you're not obliged to be at the waiting area, waiting for a person to be who you want them to be, So with women also, I feel like we should blame ourselves to a certain extent, because we see the red flags. We see them, but we downplay them. We see it as, he's jealous. If he's jealous, that means he loves you, It means he cares about you. That jealousy will brew into something that you can no longer handle.
Jealousy is a very bad spirit.
So yes, our part also in that is that we do see the red flags and we don't walk away. And when things get to a level at which we die at the end, or we are hurt beyond repair, and I'm talking emotionally and psychologically, not only physically. When we are at that point, then we say, they are trash. But you saw the trash and you didn't throw it out the garbage. You kept it in the house, And
it kept on piling up and piling up.
So yes, it is true that they can be trash in their behavior, but also we too, I can say that we are trash for tolerating it. We don't know our worth, And now snakes, let's address that one.
You have to sit properly for this one.
I had to.
Addressing that one, it goes back to your question in the beginning. What are relationships?
Yeah.
Right? People have, for lack of a better word, diluted what relationships are.
Oh yes.
People see relationships as material, financial security, the whole
clothing,
shebang. The whole shebang. And if you don't have any of that, you are not worthy. Therefore, they treat relationships as a transactional thing.
Oh yeah.
I cannot be with him because I drive.
Oh.
That time she doesn't even drive herself.
Hey!
Thank
God, because you drive.
Exactly.
So we appreciate instead of those.
So yes,
just kidding.
they've been taken to be transactions. This relationship thing, and men are used. Let's not lie. A woman will have a partner, almost baby, who may unfortunately not be able to do it all, but she'll always have somebody on the side who can do it in an instant.
Yeah.
I can the toiletry. I'm stranded. There'll always be somebody at the back who's always able to do that. So
male based.
Yeah. You're not ill. You must watch your ladies. But anyway,
friend zone. Is that what they call it? Bestie.
Nah.
Male bestie. Yeah.
Look, there's no even bestiness there. There are benefits. You must know. There are benefits. Your lady pays that person back.
How do you call it? Friends with benefits. Is it friends with benefits?
Yes. So in that regard, we are snakes. We are snakes because we can, on the low, get together with our best friend's man. Because our best friends brag. Oh, my man bought me this. Oh, my man did this for me. Friends are envious. Friends will go for your man because they want that goodness that you are feeling. So yes, for a lot of reasons, we are snakes.
And the man shouldn't accept that. But I believe, we shouldn't accept that as men. We should really be aware. Why is she coming to you whereas you dating a friend? You know.
Exactly.
I feel for one that women, in a way, we're not snakes. Men are not trash in a way, but it's the mindset. It's how you behave that you become part of the trash. You know what I'm saying? Some guys are just literally moving around the streets. They do whatever. They're not trash. You know. It's how you behave, how you become trash. Lee mentioned that small tendencies, jealousy, that. So that particularly on its own can put you in a trash box. So you don't want to be trash, but you want to be a real man. And for the ladies, you don't want to be the snake. No, it's fun. It's funny when we say, hey, the Adam and the apple, the snake, and all that. It's just what it is. But we're not really saying that women are snakes. But the way you behave is what makes you the snake as a lady. But here's my other question: do you guys believe in true love?
Yes.
Uthando lwange ngempela. Do you guys believe in uthando lwange ngempela?
Yeah, I do believe in true love. There is true love. There are people who
you advocated for that too quick, my friend. Because okay.
Yeah. So there are people who you see them. They're high school lovers. They get married and they die together. Couple 87 years, and are you telling me that's not true love?
That is.
Love is not perfect. That's one thing I know. It's not perfect, but at the end you have to make it work. You have to find means of making this thing work. That is true love, and it is there. It exists.
Simple and straight to the point, my brother.
Yeah, I echo his sentiments. It does exist. It's a real thing, and it shouldn't have to be perfect. It shouldn't have to be wrapped around in glitter and flowers and honey and milk. Yes, it's gonna come with a whole lot of mess. It's gonna come with a lot of things that you may need to fix in your person, only if they are willing to accept being fixed, if I can say so myself. I know that earlier I did mention that as a woman it's not your responsibility to try and fix a broken man. So I don't want to sound contradictory right now. I forgot to mention earlier on that only if this man has the willingness and the openness, even a woman, let me not even make this about men, even women,
both.
Any party has the willingness and the openness to actually learn new things, develop a new perspective of things, new ways and habits of doing things. If there's that willingness, you may have to sharpen the edges a little bit. And it exists. It's a real thing.
And also to add on there,
what
is true love to me is loving from a place of abundance, not from a place of lack.
Oh yeah.
You know, you should say, Mpho, I want to love this person like this. This, you understand? Not worry because I need this in my life. I need someone who can get out. No. I should want to get into a relationship.
It's a giving situation.
It's a giving
It's
thing.
not about I give and then you give.
Yes.
It's not a society. I don't give money and then get money. So here's the other one, guys. I have. This is a rare. Don't laugh. This is a very serious matter. We be dating people. They always expecting. They do something in expectations.
Yeah.
In high expectations. They're like I do this and you give me money. We know this. I'm not even gonna mention it, but we already know what is it. But now, the one thing that I've always wanted to ask, Lee highlighted it in the beginning of the conversation: money. The financial muscle. Do you guys think that a relationship can last without money? Do you personally think without imali, without going to those other places to eat out, but without money, do you think a relationship can last though? It's a no. It's a no. Okay.
Because women are, as much as they can, deny it,
yes,
but they love material things. They are materialistic
Oh, yeah.
beings. You need to pamper them. You need to take them out. You need to buy them. You need to spoil these
Oh my
ladies.
God.
You understand?
Yeah.
So it's gonna be a by the but basadi ba tshaba tlala. So we met ngwana batho umutlisa mo plekeng ya tlala. Well, it's fine as a guy.
Yeah.
But ladies, they don't want that.
Like,
They don't want
convenience.
Yeah, you can stay alone,
fine.
but you're not prepared
You're not gonna bring
because when you bring a lady into the picture,
Yeah.
it's highly possible that the child can fall.
Exactly.
What are you going to give these
child.
people?
Yeah.
And as a guy, it's your responsibility to provide.
Yeah.
You are the provider. You provide.
Even that guy in the Bible was supposed to provide, right?
Which
You didn't read the
which
Bible.
one?
Okay.
I didn't read that part.
I'll read it for you later on. Lee, what do you think about? You said that a relationship wouldn't last without money. Why?
Yeah, look, without putting this into a context of a relationship, honestly, nothing works without money.
Exactly.
Nothing.
Without money.
Your business, your family life, your mother, family, little sister, nothing
Your
works
car
without money.
can't move without
Dude,
money.
I thought my guy it's good, but then in a context of relationships, I'm going back to my very first answer. What is a relationship? I mentioned a whole lot of things.
Yeah.
A place of refuge, peace, where you
We
feel
need to go
better
back
after
to
a
that
long
question.
day.
We need to
And
rewind back
whatnot.
to that.
Yeah, no,
And
we
get
should.
more stuff there. I think it's a dictionary. Okay.
Depending on your initial reasons for being in a relationship with somebody, you may have it all as a woman, your own money, your own car, a stable job and whatnot, but you lack genuine love because you attract what you guys are calling trash.
Yeah.
So all you need now at this point is just that someone who can hug you and hold you and whatnot. So depending, like I said, on what you're looking for in a relationship, and you have a person who can give you all of that, money wouldn't really matter to you.
Yeah. So which means one has to have money.
One has to have at least.
One or the other.
Because holy soul, if you both don't have, I think it'll open an opportunity for a third party to enter.
With money.
That one that can provide.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So for me, it honestly depends. But then in reality, no, it won't last.
Okay.
It won't.
Okay, here's something. I don't know if I heard this right?
Yeah.
But I'm just gonna ask, do you guys feel like you deserve to be in a relationship? With everything that you just said right now, do you feel like you deserve to be in a relationship?
Yeah.
Why?
Because I'm worthy.
Hey, talk to us.
I don't know how to elaborate on this. Look, I'm not saying I'm a perfect being.
Yeah.
But I'm a good person.
Yeah.
And I know what I can do to another human being.
Oh.
No, I'm not talking about the torch.
Yeah, yes. I understood that perfect.
I think at the end of this, we should elaborate what we were talking about in referring to the torch. People should not be
The
lost.
torch is right next to us. This is the torch.
So the question was, what is it used to torch?
Okay, let's
We
get
will
with
get
this
into
question.
that. We are worthy. We all are worthy of loving and being loved in return.
Okay.
Despite our past mistakes, despite our characters, we all deserve and we do have somebody in the world who understands the person that we are. So we are all worthy. That's just how I can put it in the most simplest terms.
Mpho?
I'm a lover. I'm not a fighter.
Is that your answer to that question?
Your question was, do I deserve to be in a relationship?
Do you feel like you deserve to be in a relationship?
I do because I want to share what I have with someone. You know, I want to.
You want to share utang.
Yes,
right.
you know, in a room, because that's who I am. You know, I don't like it when people let down and stuff. You know, so when you're down, I know that and I give you, you know, the laughter and all that. So I deserve to be in a relationship to make someone happy. I want to make someone happy.
Amazing. The reason I'm also asking this is...
I want to be happy.
You want to be happy also. The reason I'm also asking this is the mere fact that I feel like at one point we should look ourselves in the mirror and say, would I even make a good partner to whoever I want to date? Normally we just jump into it and we just feel like we need perfect partners, but are we even close to being perfect? Are we the right material to be dated? You got insecurities, bro. You got insecurities, you know what I'm saying? You got all these negative tendencies and bad tendencies, but we often say, I deserve, you know? So I think at one point we just need to look ourselves in the mirror and reflect and say, is this what somebody else would appreciate to be their boyfriend? Is this what somebody else would appreciate to be their girlfriend? You know what I'm saying? But again, that's it. That's the wrap of today's episode. Did you guys enjoy that?
I feel like I want to talk about some more stuff.
No, you can't talk.
We'll do this in another episode.
We'll definitely do this in another episode. You heard all the questions. If you have better answers, you can simply comment below. Like, subscribe to the channel. I'm Theo Chaka, Love Mpho. Thank you very much for joining me on the show.
Thank you, Theo.
We really appreciate it. We're gonna be giving you maybe episode number 2 of relationships soon enough. If you really enjoyed this one, let it reach a whole lot of views, and we'll know that you like it. And
the torch.
The torch. We are torching the system, and we really appreciate.
By the way, this is Lee's torch. So we were wondering
about
what is it?
What is it for? And apparently,
what does it torch?
What does it torch? And there's a video that it torches. So we really appreciate it to everything. Never mind everything. And this is a wrap of the show. Thank you very much. Do join us again next time for another sizzling episode of Relationships on One Shenta and Theo Chaka. Thank you very much. God bless.